Hello, you guys, and welcome to my channel. First of all, I'm not smoking cigarettes or anything. I actually do not like them very much at all. But I do have a Palo Santo stick here lit. But either way, this is going to be a pretty brief conversation, but definitely one worth having with those of you who say things like, I've given up on love, or, I don't believe in love anymore. Well, first of all, I'm going to say what's typically going on when a person is having this type of verbiage, lingo, mentality, this being in this type of energy. Chances are they struggled to try to invoke or produce love in a very unloving situation or environment, person. So basically, you went somewhere that wasn't fruitful. You didn't get the desired results, and maybe it's been habitual. It's been habitual, going here, going there, and not finding love. And I'm saying that on purpose, not finding love. When chances are the love was not coming from inside of you first and foremost. Okay? I mean, to say that you've given up on love, and usually when people say that, they just mean they're done trying to come together with another person in a romantic relationship in a loving manner. The thing is, it's not love that you need to give up on. It's toxic relationships. It's forcing the issue. It's not seeing the red flags or not giving them the appropriate weight. Those are the things that you need to give up on, because what you were experiencing in that last toxic relationship or whole, cycles and season of, dealing with toxic people with just different names and faces, right? That wasn't love. Nobody that's actually experiencing love in their life, including self-love first and foremost, is not going to ever say something like, I'm giving up on love. Love is the lightest of light. What you're experiencing in narcissistic abuse in those toxic relationships is the darkest of dark. That's why it's your shadow side that is being brought to the surface, so that you can become more aware of it if you're not, or at least give you a chance to start working through these things so that it actually becomes lighter. But nobody gets rid of a shadow side completely, no, because that would mean that we would be perfect at that point, But to be in these shadow or low vibrational relationships, where love was not there to begin with, and to say, you know what, at the end of that relationship, I'm giving up on love. Well, that's not what you just gave up on, unless you mean, an emotional maturity side. I give up on trying to produce love in a toxic situation where it can't be found, where it's not going to be attainable to begin with. Okay? Now let's look at Google's definition of love real quick, for those of you who want to give up on it. An intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something. Okay? To like and enjoy very much. And then for those of you who are that much more spiritual, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 5. Love is patient. Okay? Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. So love is exactly what you need to be going for. But the thing is, most people's perception of love is just something external. It's something to be externally obtained rather than something that should be oozing out of you to begin with. Because love oozing out of you is not going to plant you in those situations where love does not exist to begin with. You see what I'm saying? It's all connected, and it all starts with you having that love. All right, so think twice and again and again and again before you say you want a life absence of love, and really consider, what that statement is really meaning, and never say it again. Number one, you don't even want to speak that into your life, because words are spells. That negative talk, and energy and things that you're speaking into your life, whether it's positive or negative, you're putting energy behind that. Okay? So love is always going to be something that you want to have. And we're not limiting ourselves to something that just obtained in some external connection outside of yourself. All right, I hope this helps someone that just reconsider that. Reconsider that. If it did, let me know down there. But I don't want you to miss out on the real deal. For those of you who've never had it, maybe felt like, gosh, my caretakers, my parents never cared about me. And then, all through my life, I've just had these situations. It's because the love inside of you needs to be greater. The love inside of you needs to be greater. Don't worry about how many more poor quality people, or how much darker the world has become, or, people ain't ish no more, and da-da-da-da-da. The love inside of you is going to discern those people to begin with. And that doesn't mean that there aren't still any good people out there to connect with, and they're going to gravitate towards you. You're going to have you're going to start experiencing, once your love is up to par, you're going to start getting more opportunities to actually meet people who are meeting you where you are. Okay? And because you love yourself, you're not, when the people come towards you that aren't meeting you where you are, you're not going to stoop down to them and step out of love to be with them. And then there's this fake ass simulation of something that we want to label love, when it's just, what people call struggle love. And I'm not even crazy about that term, but just for the sake of what it means. All right. So choose love, you guys. Choose love in life.